Hello, welcome to Vim Screencast tutorial number 3. Today I'm going to show you a couple of ways to zip around the document quickly and change some text. So let's jump in. Alright, so that string of nonsensical actions I just took was my way of showing you some of the cool things that Vim can do. So the first thing I did was I hit the slash key. Now the slash key is how you get into search mode. So while we're in here, I start to type code type, and you can see that I have something called incremental search turned on, which means that as I type, it's actually finding what I'm typing. So this is where I want to be. I press enter. Now this isn't really where I want to be. I want to go somewhere else where the word code type declaration is used. So Vim has this really handy key that will allow me to search for the next instance of this word. And so I'm going to hit the star key, and so this moves me over to this initialization here. So I'm going to hit star again, and now I get somewhere where I want to be. Now I'm going to hit one more time to get me down to this line. Now when I'm here, what I want to do is I want to remove this the word declaration here on the end of type. I decide I want my variable to be called type instead. So I'm going to hit F for find, then I'm going to hit D. Now what that'll do is that'll find the next capital D on the line that I'm on. Now this isn't the one I want, so I'm going to go to the next one and hit semicolon. Now I can go back with comma, semicolon, comma, semicolon, comma. So now I'm here, and I'm going to delete the rest of this word. I'm going to delete until the end of the word. Next thing I want to do is I don't really like the generate type declaration. I'd rather that was called generate foo declaration. So I'm going to hit F for find again, T to go to the T. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change till capital D. So change is my command. I'm going to want to change text, and I'm going to want to change text. Remember, after a command you have to give it a motion, and so the motion I'm going to give it is the till motion with a capital D. So I'm going to change until the capital D. Now I'm going to call that foo. Now wait a minute, I just changed this one method. I actually want to change all instances of type to foo. So I'm going to go into command mode with the colon. And then I'm going to give a range. Now, I'll probably cover more of this later, probably not this screencast, but probably the most important range, one of the most important ranges, is the percent range. This means the entire document. So this next thing I'm going to do over the entire document. That's what the percent means. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to S for substitute. And so those of you who have used sed on Unix, this is kind of where this comes from. So I'm going to substitute type with foo. And the next part's important. This is G. I think it stands for global. And what that'll do is it means go ahead and substitute type for foo more than once per line. Otherwise, if you leave this G off, then it'll just take the first type and turn it into foo. So like this line, this would become foo, and this would stay type. But I want to change it everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter. And you can see 12 substitutions on 9 lines. The next thing I did was I just showed off the pound key, which is the opposite of the star. It just goes up, finds the next word. Star goes down, pound goes up. There's one other thing. I showed the slash to search, so I can search for parameters. Now if I want to search up the document, I can actually hit the question mark, and then I can search like that. Now let's say this isn't the one that I wanted to, this isn't the instance I wanted to see. So I want to go to the next generate foo. So I'm going to hit N for next. If I happen to pass where I want to be, I can hit Shift N to go back. Now the direction of the N and the Shift N depend on the direction of the original search you did. So if you search for constructor with a slash, then N is going to go down, Shift N is going to go back. But if I search for constructor with a question mark, N is going to go up. So a regular N will keep going in the direction that you originally searched. And remember, all of these things I showed you are all motions. So if I want to, let's say, delete until type declaration, I can do that. I want to yank until D, I can do that, and now that's was in my clipboard. I don't think I've ever done it before, but you can also delete star. So it'll delete until the next instance of that word. Maybe you'll find a use for that, I don't know. I've never needed it. So yeah, now I've got a very butchered abstract generator.cs, but you now know a few more ways to get around a document. Hope that was helpful, and always thank you for watching the screencast, and I'll see you next time.